problem in the world with the modifications. And it's really comfortable, it's smooth. Obviously it's a Lexus, so you get all the perks of that, which is comfort and very soft, comfortable interior. Long trips are perfect for this vehicle. And I've had 4Runners in the past, and I love them. There's a lot of comparison between the GX and the 4Runner. And I had the 5th gen, the 2012, really enjoyed it. And the back window is a just remarkable, unbeatable feature of a 4Runner. What you're getting, I mean, this was the 2017. I got it used. Buying it new, if you got the cash, go ahead, have a good time. It definitely seems like the market is prime for used vehicles like this, because you will need to modify it for it to be up to class with a 4Runner. That's the ironic thing. And it really isn't that the interior or the mechanisms on it are poor. It is that the front styling and the rims they give you on it are impedance to its off-road ability. So once you cut that front bumper off or do some modifications to it, it really enhances this vehicle and puts it on tow with the 4Runner. Got the adaptive cruise control, which the 4Runner did not have. Next there, you can see it's got the little lane lines, and it's following some guy in front of me, and it's real nice. It's got the air-conditioned seats, which I have on right now. They're always comfortable, unless it's really cold. And then you got a heated steering wheel. Again, there's a lot of little just niceties that really push it to that next level, make it worth the jump from the 4Runner. Back seat again, you got heated seats back there, climate control, which for my purposes currently are for dogs. For me it was a big upgrade from where the 4Runner was sitting. A lot had to do with the engine and the interior, but again, I think the big gripe is that Lexus definitely put styling on this thing, and then they've released the GXOR concept that kind of said, hey, by the way, if interested, you can turn this thing into some kind of off-road beast. And so there's a large community that is developing currently for and around the GXOR. And if you haven't seen it, please do gxor.org. I think AC Brad is one of the large moderators there, and they seem to have a good pulse on all things about the vehicle. Right now I'm driving over to Prairie City Off-Road, which is a OHV park out here in the Sacramento region. It's not a large park, however it does offer an obstacle course and reasonable hour or two Saturday afternoon activity. So I mounted a GoPro mount, and when I fold the mirrors in, it faces forward or backwards. It's okay. I think there's other places you can put one of those. I also did the WeatherTech rain guards, which those were interesting to put on, but once they're in there, they seem to work pretty well. I had to fuss with them a little bit, and it's quite nice. I used a Chromecast setup before, and unfortunately you couldn't touch the screen, but now with this, it's fully interactive. You touch the screen, you can open your maps up, and it'll show you where things are going. You can voice communicate with it and download pretty much any Android app. So if you want to watch ESPN or some other streaming app, Netflix, whatever, you got it. And the unit fits nicely in the glove box with the junk that I have there. And it's also got HDMI out apparently, so it's the all-weather mat. These are sort of the factory version of that. I got in the back seat, and the third row just collapsed in the back. Check out GX Bob. That guy is hilarious. He's got a good attitude about the GX. He's funny. He tries out a bunch of products. Other guy, I think his name is like GX Vader or something like that, or GX Lifestyle. to see inside the vehicle is all the crap you're driving over and what to avoid. Helpful in some situations, that situation not as helpful, but you know, you do it. I've been using the multi-train select mode. I had it in mudded sand for a lot of this, rock and mogul for various parts. I'm going to turn that off now. What you do, you put it in neutral, simply push down, flip the switch, low 4, and the dash no longer indicates the low 4 icon. You're out of it, so you're good to go. Pulling out of the off-road park, things went well. one time. When I had this vehicle stock, I actually got it high centered in the park, and they made me leave it overnight until I could come back the next day with the jack to get it off of the high center. Last thing to say about this review, if you call it that, is I am able to commute to work on a bicycle, and I think that if you're using this thing for a daily commuter and you travel long distances, it's hard to blend the two of the off-road capability and reasonable gas mileage.